Welcome to Web Time Entry, Time In and Time Out. Once you've entered MyWSU, you will want to be on the Faculty and Staff tab. Under the Employee Self-Service box, you will see Employee Dashboard. Click into the Employee Dashboard, and now you can see all of your personal information. You see your leave balances, your last pay stub, all pay stubs, direct deposit information, and any deductions that you may have. Under My Activities, you will see Enter Time. Click Enter Time to get to your timesheet. Once you're into the timesheet area, you see that you have not started your timesheet. Your status shows here. Any position that you have available for this pay period will show up. To start your timesheet, you simply click Start Timesheet. You will see that when you open the timesheet, it defaults to today's date. You always want to enter time daily. You can also see that you are now in progress status. Enter the hours that you work each day. If you have any breaks in your work period, you'll want to put an end time and then have a start time when you return. So, for example, if you were going to take a lunch break, you would need to put an end time and then put a start time when you return from your lunch break. Same for a personal appointment off campus. To edit the timesheet, you can come back into the pencil and edit. Now you can add more time. You can do this multiple times throughout the day. Depending on when you're working and when you're not working, you'll want to make sure and capture that time correctly. If your schedule is from 8:15 to 5:15 on Thursdays, there's not a 8:15 selection in the drop-down box. You only have half hours to pick from. So in order to get it to say 8:15, you would need to click on the time and backspace out and tab over. Notice that you can't leave at 5:12. It will give you an error. You have to enter your time in and enter your time out on 15-minute increments. If you were to arrive at 8:07, you would round down to 8. If you were going to arrive at 8:14, you would round up to 8:15. In this case, we need to put in 5:15. Once you have all of your hours in for the pay period, you would click Preview. This shows you a summary of all of your hours that you have entered. It gives you a total for week 1 and a total for week 2. You can add comments in this section. To submit, you hit Submit. This changes your status to Pending. You can see here that you have originated, submitted, and now you are pending approval. To recall the timesheet, you can recall here. This puts it back into an in-progress status, as long as your supervisor or your timekeeper has not approved yet. Now that I've recalled, I am back in an in-progress status. To go to the previous week, you would use this little arrow, and it would take you back to the beginning of the pay period. This is where you can see messages. I have a message here that was automatically generated when I recalled my timesheet. If I wanted to enter comments, I could enter a comment here telling my supervisor or my timekeeper that I had a break in my day because I had a doctor's appointment. If you're curious what your leave balances are, you can see them here. It's a quick and easy way for you to see, do I have enough time to take vacation? So for Monday, I did want to take a vacation, and I need to make it to where I have my full 8 hours for each day because I was gone the entire week. And when you're taking vacation, you can use this copy feature, and it will copy for the rest of that week. Now you can see that on week 1 I have 40 hours and on week 2 I have 21 and a half hours. I have 40 hours of vacation and I have 21 and a half hours of regular earnings. For Monday and Tuesday, I was sick. So I enter my time and save. And then again, I can copy that day because it was exactly the same. And preview, I have 21 and a half hours of regular earnings, 40 hours of vacation, and 16 hours of sick leave. That gives me a total of 40 hours for week 1 and 37 and a half for week 2. What am I missing? Oh, on Wednesday, I forgot to add my time when I came back after 1 o'clock. That gives me 40 for week 1 and 40 for week 2. And I can add my comments here and submit. Now that I've submitted, I'm in a pending status and it's waiting on my supervisor or my timekeeper to approve. Thanks for watching Time In and Time Out. If you have any questions, please contact Timekeeping or Payroll.